honestly better than the alternative I was thinking of, which was the high loss. I like this glue. It's a little bit better, a little bit more proactive. You're not just a hot man horse, you know, stabbing people and bringing down a red carpet. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth.
I was just ready for that.
I mean, that is what you call it. A centaur is a man horse, and our community has commonly accepted the fact that high loss is quite hot. That's not a personal preference. That's not me saying that. I'm just digging my grave here. We'll say something
Yes,
smart.
you are actually digging your own grave. And one smart thing that I want to say about this is the fact that there is, now that I find out there's a really good synergy here for the composition of Alpha7 around this Kacha and the Turizda. And also, the Turizda can be utilized to kind of soak some damage from the Claude. There's also the additional knock-up, so you can combo it with the Guinevere that they already have. Do not be confused about the icons that you're seeing from the left and the right side of your screen. They're flipped, all right? So it's Alpha7 on the blue side with the Guinevere, with the Turizda, and on the other side, that's Nolan being piloted by Coily.
Pro being steady with it, but they're upping up the tempo in this EXP lane, trying to increase the chances that Naths won't be active for turtle number 1. But a lot of bodies as well for Alpha7 here. They decide to go in. They are really greedy trying to go after this Barras, but at least they forced out the flicker from both the Barras, but Cold had to use the flicker just to get close. Revenge strike by this Thursday. He's not going to be able to take the Barrets down. He'll be able to get back in time for Turtle 1, but let's see if he'll be able to hit level 4 in time for it.
Oh. Sa wants to force Zia out there, but so much damage actually at this stage of the game. You don't appreciate that as in the laning stage. And Coily is level 4, so is best player 1. You're gonna be wary of where the junglers are gonna be moving. Taunted, PPP has to get out of there. Has the skill to us, a split, just to get out for sure. And just like that, Alpha7 have focused on their turtle, but they will lose their purple in the process. Good trade for Pro Esports, unless of course somebody dies, which is going to be the glue. Not the best solution. They want to go for the invade. This could be good.
Yeah, PP really did not need to do that. I mean, the information was there unless he was just trying to bait out all of these skills, but they still have a lot. Naths straight into the back. Finds the Farsa. They enter with the AOG. Alpha7 doing what they can to get even more. With the purple buff at the end of the day, will end up in the hands of best player 1, as Coily did get the purple buff off BP1 earlier.
Oh, finally Alpha7 again woke up, utilizing that so aggressively. Not even having to use the flicker means that it's really good for Alpha7. And Coily traded for the purple buff, but ended up giving so much resources to Alpha7 because Alpha7 decided to blitz the turtle take out PPP, get to the purple afterwards, and then just win the trade overall. Good start for Alpha7, ahead of 1,000 gold at 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
This bodes well, very well for them, excuse me. When you want to get with this kind of lineup, is BP want to get kills, get his items quicker so that it makes the process and eventual power spike of the Melissa so much smoother that it's going to be seamless. It doesn't feel like there was a transition from early to mid game. It just happens in a snap. And they pretty much take that condition as long as Sia does not get an unnecessary death. You can lose any other member of Alpha7, but you cannot lose his Melissa if you want the power spike to hit at the perfect juicy time for it. Pro, on the other hand, they do have burst. They can use that burst to try and get someone. But the problem is the response of Alpha7 potentially in those river skirmishes with all of that crowd control could even be fatal in that attempt for Bro Esports to get a 1 pickoff.
Yeah. It seems like the MO now for Pro Esports is just to stabilize once again. Just calm down. Eventually, they will get to the point where they can now take out the members of Alpha7, but at a specific moment, it's not advised for Pro Esports to actually engage. Alpha7 feels that way. They want to be the ones to decide whether or not they will team fight. And they are putting 4 members up here up top. There is the flicker after the Daytona's. Welcome in a great one. Best player down, bites the deck. Shark onto the backlines. Will have the AOG to get out of there. Sorry, I'm Felix. The Bats player is actually so good. Again, go away. He's going to keep Melissa safe for now. Zia gets out of there. Kuzin has to pop a BMI to just get out of there. And it's going to be enough for Pro Esports to actually take out some members of Alpha7 up top and give Kuzin some farm.
Perfect initiation there from the Barretts. It's all these Barretts players. Great with it, clean with it. Saad didn't have the feathered airstrike when Kozin decided to go in with a blazing duet, as he did utilize it for that pickoff. I mean, better than nothing, they did get one, and it was the jungler too. But it's this Melissa, it's this prized gold laner for Alpha7 that they built their composition around that still stayed alive. They've switched up the lane. Snaps decides to go up top to hold that. They don't want a split happening, and they don't want to lose control there as the turtle is spawning in the opposite side. Kozin very comfortable with the farming.
Good tech coming up from Alpha7 to put Nats in front of Kozin instead of the Melissa. That means that they can easily stabilize that lane. Turtle is going to be up in 27 seconds, and I feel like Alpha7 really wants to dip their toes into this neutral objective. Sa again just committing the feathered airstrike just to defend the bottom lane turret, and was successful in doing so. A little bit of a split push there coming up from Coily, and they're going to be collapsing into the third turtle of the game. Let's see if Pro Esports can actually take this. They're the very first ones to get into position, and Kozin is going to be one-on-one leading the charge.
Coily is still at the Lizard. Best player 1 already shows himself. A lot of information for Pro Esports to work with. Sign Cold World hovering around the bush. Kozin, Coily, sorry, I'm Felix PP here. That's the engage perfectly timed for Pro to set up an entry from Coily to retreat away. Here comes the blazing duet straight out to Zia, and the Melissa gets pushed out. No other way to put it other than that was clean, pristine, and hella freaking mean by Pro Esports with how they started that off.
And it all started by Sorry, I'm Felix with that flicker play to Daytona's welcome. Actually, 10 of the members of Alpha7, Coily securing the turtle, and the ultimate coming out from Kozin. I think the idea is to just force out the go away coming out from the ultimate of Zia. Didn't matter if Kozin will be able to kill that Melissa or not, as long as the ultimate of the Melissa is down. It seems like Zia will not be confident into putting himself in front of Pro Esports now. So it's like not having the ultimate is almost guaranteed that Zia will fall and will die.
Yeah.
And that's already a -1 in favor of Pro Esports.
By the way, I think this is accurate. This is a Skypiercer Claude. By Kozin.
Skypiercer Claude.
Yeah, usually we see the Trinity into it, but we rarely see a Skypiercer Claw. We see Skypiercer Creature, of course. That's a necessity. That's a hell of a take, Kozin. He went DHS, Skypiercer second, and I believe he's going for the Golden Staff second. Let's see. Once we see the Skypiercer stack symbol, because the item was there, it was locked into him. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be an engagement. The perfect Violet Requiem. Pro Esports are losing bodies. The turnaround by Alpha7. But sorry, I'm Felix. Held on for too long. Kozin, is he going to be able to get the stacks if it is a Skypiercer? Let's confirm it. No member of Pro other than Felix goes down. Shark is the trade. It's Rome for EXP.
Wow. Alpha7 still finding a lot. Well, this is the benefit of having a lot of sources of stuns in the combo for the turtles, as well as the Kacha with the Guinevere as well. There's a lot of knockups that they can do. But now the Lord fight commences. Get in. Federer's already pop, already cancelled. Terista misses the mark. Nats now gonna be in trouble. Nats taken out. In comes Story and Felix. The Purify from Zia. So that the Victorious Welcome will not be there. The crazy doing coming up from Gozen is not gonna be enough. Felix goes down. PvP will be next. He gets the Lord and actually dodges best player. And this is gonna be a dance between the junglers. Shark wants to dip into the fight. The taunt is perfect. Coily still gets away, but eventually falls from the damage output of Cold World on this Selena. Lord, it's gonna be in favor of Pro Esports, but it's a 1-for-3 trade-off.
Coily still winning the retribution battles, and based on the indicators, it actually is a Sky Piercer Claude for Kozen. He only got one stack out of there, but let's see if it will get to that point, because now actually it makes sense in a way where, because of the lineup of Alpha7 is very tanky, they might have that constant feeling of, oh, we just need a little bit more. This is a huge risk. We're getting pulled out by Kozen, but it might just be crazy enough to work. They march in with the Lord up top. Alpha7 has so much tankiness and sustainability. The Zia has all the room in the world. He's 2-0-2 right now.
You're not gonna like this if you are Pro Esports. If you're Alpha7, I mean. But then again, I still don't like it. I still don't like the Sky.
It's greedy. Sir. It's greedy.
Goes in.
Yeah, the golden staff. Is he still gonna go Trinity with that? Is that a different approach?
I think he went Trinity already. Like so he went two components of the Trinity, then Sky Piercer, then went back to complete the Trinity.
With the Corrosion Scythe as the last one.
My goodness.
What a take.
I mean, he is going back. He has not completed it yet, though. So that's like the attack speed, the bow. I don't like. All right, so he completes it. That's the Trinity with the Sky Piercer. Goes in the front lines. Gets out of there.
And it worked out. And look, the bird damage. Eventually, it's the passive. The bird went all the way to Cold World. Even though he flickered out, it was already locked in. It was a second activation of it. Here comes the conceal. I'm pretty sure even Cold World and the rest of Alpha7 were shocked about that. They're charging up the Detonus Welcome, but don't commit it. And I think you're starting to see maybe Alpha7 realize that there is a Sky Piercer on this Claude, that they're taking every engagement with so much care. Oh my goodness, it is Trinity with a Sky Piercer. I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Kids, don't try this at home. But an important item pick up for Coily. Actually wait for the Blade of Despair very early to this fight. What is happening now in the world of Pro Esports? But of course, what this achieves is a lot of damage as they went in for the Gatot catch. Do they have enough burst? But on the Terista, onto the backlines, catches 3. Shark still falls though, and goes in now, jumping down Nats. Sky Piercer, it's gonna be a stack for Kozen, and now they go for more. Soria and Felix will be taken out as they now ride into that Melissa. Zia falls down. 3 down on the side of Alpha7, and now the Lord or the push in the middle. The world is the ocean for Pro Esports. They can decide where they want to go, Redmar.
Are they going to go through top? Are they going to go through mid? I'm pretty sure they want this tower here. They've sent the Nolan and the Farsight to go back and handle with the Lord. They're going to call back the Claude and the Glue. They're going to stop the attack. The Pro Esports are going to be looking to end it with this Lord push as they've taken down 2 towers in the base of Alpha7. That was a good counter set by Alpha. A terrific penalty zone by Nats. But the targeting and the man marking of Pro Esports was just a little bit better.
PPP flexing as the Glue. Patrick Starskin, Lord marching in the middle. Coily is gonna come up from top. Going for a pick-off perhaps, or a wraparound, a pincer maneuver. Pro Esports will have all of the lanes pushing together against Alpha7 in the conceal play.
This could be endable for them. A huge counter set from the Turizla yet again would be able to turn things around for Alpha7. No more base turrets. The massive damage from the feathered airstrike. Too much to handle, but they do have the sustainability, the knockback from the so-called missiles, whatever the hell you want to call it. But then Zeo gets taken out and bursted. The taunt from Shark. He's trying to buy time, but he gets turned into a stack play. Zing Duet. Double kill for Kozin and Coily. And I'm pretty sure they got to wrap it up with a kill as well. Pro Esports sweep Alpha7 North.
And that's the end for Alpha7 North. It started really well for them once again, but Pro Esports, all they had to do was to group up, wait for the right timing. I think the overall MVP that I would say is Sa.